He thought coming home early would be a blessing, a quiet evening, a moment with his family. But instead, he walked into a silence that felt wrong and a scene no parent is ever prepared to see. What he discovered inside his own home shattered his trust, tested his courage, and forced a decision that would change everything. Stay with us, because this story is painful, powerful, and impossible to forget. He wasn't meant to be home yet. The day ended early, and he thought fate was being kind. As he unlocked the door, a strange heaviness settled in his chest. The house was quiet, but not peaceful. No music, no child's voice, just a silence that felt wrong, like the walls themselves were holding their breath. He stepped inside slowly. Toys lay scattered across the floor, abandoned mid-play. His heart tightened. Parents learn this instinct early, the difference between quiet and dangerously quiet. Then he heard it. A small sound. Fragile. A child trying not to cry. He followed the sound and stopped cold. His little daughter stood frozen, tears tracing her cheeks. Fear sat in her eyes where joy should have lived. In that moment, his world cracked. This wasn't discipline. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This was something far darker. Seconds stretched into forever. He saw everything at once. The trembling hands, the scattered toys, the way his daughter shrank into herself. 1,000 thoughts screamed through his mind, but one truth rose above all others. His child was not safe. His voice came out low but firm. "Stop!" One word changed the room. He stepped between them without hesitation, his body forming a shield. His daughter ran to him instantly, burying her face into his chest as if she had been waiting for this moment all along. She clung to him tightly, her small body shaking. She didn't explain. She didn't accuse. She just held on. Children don't know how to ask for protection. They only know when they finally feel it. Words filled the room, excuses, anger, denial. But none of it mattered. No reason could erase the fear in a child's eyes. In that moment, he understood something painful and final. Love without protection is not love at all. With steady hands and a breaking heart, he chose courage over comfort. He reached out for help, not to punish, but to protect. Because real love means acting, even when it shatters the life you thought you had. The days that followed were not easy. There were questions, tears, long nights, and quiet reassurance. He stayed close, always. Each hug, each bedtime story, each promise whispered softly, rebuilt what had been broken. One day, she laughed again, not loudly, not freely, but honestly. And in that moment, he knew he had done the right thing. Because a parent's greatest duty isn't to keep peace, it's to keep a child safe. That day proved one painful truth. Love is not just words, and family is not just a title. A child's safety must always come before comfort, excuses, or fear. Because real strength is choosing protection when it costs you everything. If this story moved you, remember, you're watching Miracles of Kindness, where we share stories that remind us why courage, compassion, and responsibility still matter. Sometimes, doing the right thing isn't easy, but it's the only way healing can begin.